We began a food pantry about 20 years ago as just an outreach to our congregation, people that needed food, and we have grown just enormously, especially through COVID. We really ramped up and are just serving way more people than we could have ever imagined that needed food. Right now we're serving around 350 families a week, which translates to around 11 to 1,300 people a week. Our main goal is to get them at least 5 meals for each meal. So 5 breakfast, 5 lunch, 5 dinner for their family size. I think it's important for people to realize that we do more than just throw food in a box. We think about how that food is going to go together to make a meal. So if we give somebody, for example, a box of pancake mix, if it only requires water, that's a great thing. If it requires eggs and oil, then part of our job is to think about how are they going to be able to prepare that, because it doesn't really do them much good if I give you something that requires 14 other items to make it and I don't give you those other items. It's those little things, I think, that make difference for families, instead of just coming up and getting a box that's got 4 cereal bars, 3 bags of chips, and yes, we can assemble those boxes. No, it's not accomplishing our goal. Our goal is to help food insecure people find ways to feed their family so that then they have the resources to buy the shoes that they need for the kids, to pay for their school books and that sort of thing. Almost every week during the pantry line, people share stories because they're backed up. The cars are backed up, and so I'm privileged and I get to spend time with almost every family that comes. It may only be a minute or a minute and a half, but it's time that I'm devoted to them and they're devoted to me. And I have the privilege of hearing what's happening in their lives and how this pantry impacts them, and the untold stories of, my kid wouldn't have had breakfast last week except that you gave us oatmeal. Stories like that feed you, and then people that just weep when they come, because we don't ask for their income, we don't ask what their religious preference is, we don't ask to pray with them, we don't ask to guide them, we simply want to feed them. And that makes all the difference in the world. They're greeted with a smile, they're served with a smile, there's absolutely no expectation, and there is not a week goes by that somebody's not crying in the line because they have gotten so much food. So I have a grandmother who's raising 3 different sets of kids, and she was barely making it on Social Security, and now she finds herself with 2 infants and 7 other children that are in various ages, all under 14. And she comes twice a month when she can come and weeps every time she drives up, she just starts crying and she says, "Pastor, you just don't know." And I said, "Yeah, I think I do know." You're talking to the kid that used to have to dig bread out of the trash cans behind the bakeries so that we could have bread. So I kind of get it. I'm not there now, but I was. And to have someone be so filled, not only with food, but just to be filled as somebody else cares, somebody else knows my struggles, somebody else is willing to help me as I help my family, and hope that when the kids are in a place that they are free again to be with their families, that they'll make better choices next time. And that this grandmother's support and work with her grandchildren will be noticed. If I had the opportunity to talk to people at the big box stores, is what I will call them, the people that are the corporations and the companies that are able to donate product, I would say, come and stand with me one day. come and stand with me and hear the stories of the kids that don't have enough to eat, or the parents that got laid off and haven't found another job yet. Come and watch as your product goes out this building and makes a difference in people's lives. And it's all because of these stores, that these damaged cans and these jars of peanut butter with a cracked lid, but the seal underneath is still good. And it's because of the bread that nobody bought, and that we can make this difference in people's lives. We're only being hands and feet. We have to rely on the product that these corporations and companies and businesses are able to donate, and hopefully it's a benefit to them in their corporate structure. I wish they could see what a benefit it is to the world and how they are making a difference.